Hi parents and teachers, welcome back to the Monday Minute. My name is Chelsea Stout and I'm a behavior specialist for Royse City ISD. Today we're going to talk about something called think through sheets, but before we get to that, I want to encourage the importance of teaching your students and your children how to recognize and understand what emotions they're feeling. So the first step is to teach them body cues. So for instance, whenever you're getting mad or whenever I'm getting mad, my hands will get kind of sweaty, my heart will start beating faster, my cheeks might get a little red. And I know that that means I'm either getting nervous or upset. So it's important to teach your children those body cues so that then we can relate them to an emotion. Okay, so whenever you're feeling all of that, that means that you're feeling angry. And then we have to intervene before we get to the very, very top of that emotion. So we have to teach them coping skills and strategies. And we've talked about some of those in our past sessions. So today what we're going to talk about is kind of a de-escalation technique called a think through sheet. And I have several different examples. You can get these for free online. There's so many free ones. But this is a great one I really like. It can be used with younger students, with older students. It's simple, short, to the point. So when your student is calm, let's say that they've had an escalation, when they're calm, they've done their relaxation exercises and their coping strategies to calm down, we want to teach them empathy and we want to teach them to understand and consider the perspectives of others, and really to put themselves in someone else's shoes so that hopefully we can improve the decision-making skills and the behaviors for the next time. So this one has a place for name and date, and I would recommend if you're a parent, do this with your child. If you're a teacher, do it with your student. So what were you feeling? And this is that part where they have to understand their emotions first. So there does need to be some practice and some training beforehand. What were you feeling? There's visuals there. What happened? The student doesn't have to write this if writing is something that triggers them. The student can just verbalize and the teacher or the parent or the counselor can write it down. What did you want? So it has different options. If the option is not on there, there's an other box as well. So did we want control of the situation? Did the student want to get revenge on someone? Were they mad because they didn't understand something? You could write that one in. How did your behavior make others feel? So up here we have the student understanding how they felt, and this is a harder skill. This is perspective taking. How do you think that your behavior impacted someone else? And that is a very important part of behavior shaping. Is to teach them how their behavior impacted someone else. It is accountability for their actions, and we need to make sure that we expose them to that. Did you use a coping strategy? So we're teaching honesty and again accountability, yes or no. If yes, which ones did you use? And if no, which ones could you use next time? Okay, if they didn't use them when they're calm, it's a great time to find out, hey, does this work for you? Does this one? It could be multiple, and to practice them right now. And then what do you need to do to correct the problem? So again, kind of going into some of those restorative practices, how do we make the situation right? So if your student said something really mean, maybe they could do a kind act of service or a good deed for them. If they messed up the classroom, they can clean up the classroom. So that's one option. I really like that one. This one is a great one for some of our lower functioning students, our very young, our nonverbal. There's a lot more visuals and it's a little more simple. And then one thing I love is we never can force apologies. We can't force empathy, but we always need to encourage it. We always need to express how their actions made someone else feel and teach them to understand that. So I like to always encourage apologies. They can do that verbally. You can give them sentence starters and kind of scripts at first to teach them that process. If they don't feel comfortable and maybe we need to work up to that, you can start with a letter and they can just fill in stuff. Even a picture or doing a kind act at first. Those are ways to build up to the actual verbal apology. So I hope this was helpful. It is important, again, just to know that it's very important that we teach our students accountability for their actions and how to make situations right, and know that it's okay. We can start fresh right after this, but we do have to right the wrong. Okay? Have a great day, and I hope that helped. Bye.